How effective is affordance and visual clues in the design of video games to influence and engage a user's experience?
Game world information. Information displayed in the game world rather than HUD or a GUI or numbers improves affordance. Instead of showing a number or a piece of information on the GUI or HUD, blending into the game world can decrease cognitive overload and reduce visual clutter. Ring Fit Adventure is an RPG where you have to physically exercise and run to progress. The game signals you're doing an action correctly in a few ways. The controller rumbles, the primary muscle of the action glows golden on the avatar, and the avatar's hair becomes fiery. Another example of this is in Stack. The number of hits you can take before you die is determined by the number of blobs in the stack. And to gain more lives, you have to collect more blob buddies. Take inspiration from the real world. Metroid Dread signals it is now safe as you enter a room full of peaceful butterflies. A more subtle example is in Plants vs Zombies. The game doesn't need to tell the player that zombies with metal buckets for hats are more resistant than ones with traffic cones. Intuitively, this makes sense based on the hat's physical real-world properties. The player knows a plant is watered in Stardew Valley because the soil is dark and damp. And you might say, that's obvious, but that's exactly the point. The game could have given a prompt of text to show the crop was watered, but rather it uses real-world expectations, where soil becomes dark when wet. Ask yourself, is it crucial for the player to know the exact value of a piece of information? Does it need to be displayed in number or word form? During the development of Reigns, the game would tell the player the exact change a decision would make using numbers. But this made players focus on numbers rather than the story. By removing the player's ability to see exact changes, the player's decision became more instinctual and based on what they think would happen. This influenced the user's experience.
See you in the next video.